Hey, explorers!
Hello.
Welcome to we're ye be foolish mortals.
Ye be foolish mortals. Actually, that's
Like
more
pirates.
like a pirate, isn't it? Then
It's supposed to be a pirate and Haunted Mansion, I guess is what you were going for. I don't know.
I have no idea. Welcome everybody. It is May 6th, the
Wednesday.
day after.
The day after what? Cinco de Mayo?
The day after Cinco de Mayo.
Ay, 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 ay.
It is National Nurses Day.
Oh yeah, that is. So thank you
National
all nurses, first responders,
Yes.
doctors, everybody basically that's dealing with all this.
National Travel Agent Day. National Teachers Day. And National Hump Day. Well, it's not National Hump Day. Every Wednesday's a hump day. But so we have all those going on today, and they don't celebrate the day after Cinco de Mayo. So why are they not celebrating the day after Cinco de Mayo? So if people might have hangovers or something like that, maybe they should call it Bloody Mary Wednesday. That's what they should call it. Okay. All right. Anyway, we want to welcome everybody. Today is our Disney show.
On a tangent or something.
I guess I am going on a tangent. Today's our Disney show, and on our show today it's a pre-show for this weekend. On Saturday, we are doing the Five Foolish Mortals with some of our friends that we're going to bring on super quick. But Greg, do you want to say hello to the people in chat? Because I'm seeing a lot of people queued up.
Yes, I will. So we have Michael Briggs 1. Welcome. He was first. Rachel Loves Disney. Daniel Fields. Blaine 2007. Riley Creative Travel. Tiffany Peacock, Big Disney Fan, Jonathan Chong, Cruising for Food, Lucy MGM, Big Noah, Mountain 5. I'm going too fast?
Yeah, because I can't wait. I can't go back for a second.
Cargo 619.
You can go faster.
Is that slow enough for you? Griswold Family Vacay, Travel with Angie Pangie, Michelle the Quilter. I lost my spot. Big Disney Fan. Laura B. I'm trying not to miss anybody here. Rachel Loves Disney. Captain Akron 27. Johnny Hernandez says love you both. Thank you. Flamingo Pam, Anthony Simone, Whitney Castillo, the Down Under Cruisers, Pepper Tree Villa, Spikers Crazy Adventures, Kay Atwood.
Wow, bringing it in today. Thank you guys.
Big Disney Fan. I'm trying not to miss anybody. I think I said Kay Atwood. So welcome everybody. Flamingo Pam, if I didn't say you, welcome. So welcome to our show, everybody.
Welcome, you guys. Today we are going to do. Yeah, today we have the cool thing about the Five Foolish Mortals. All of us have reached 1,000 subscribers individually on our channels, and we have 2 channels which are going to. They're still working on their hours, so we're going to be bringing them on. We'll bring them on a little bit at a time so we can talk about them. But we're going to go around and show the first 2 first. So we'll bring the ones that we just were part of their show. Thank you so much, Charlie and Stacy, for joining us.
Yes.
And we had a great time with you with it. But a little bit about your channel real quick.
We are the Dizney Nerd Herders. We are a Disney-loving family. We do lots of Disney World live streams and vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
We also do stuff on autism awareness as well as cancer treatment awareness, and some stuff for theater, like Stacy, that Sophie likes to do, our daughter likes to do. We have a son that is autistic and a daughter who is very into theater and dance and music.
Yeah,
and
total opposite ends.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's not worth the collapse.
And I see you're wearing the Five Foolish Mortals shirt. And Stacy, you got Dilly Dilly. There
awesome.
You go. I love it. I love it.
I need a booster seat.
Yeah.
You know, that's the story of my life. All right, we're going to get your hands off.
Wow, right. Control freak.
All right, our next on the list is Minnie Mouse. So great to join us, Jim.
Thank you for having me.
Another foolish mortal.
Jiminy Mouse. Huh, get it?
There you
go. Jiminy Mouse. Jiminy Mouse.
Very good. That was quick, right? So, Jim, a little bit about your channel.
Well, I live in Florida. I'm about an hour away from Walt Disney World. So I am Walt Disney World centric in the material that's on my channel. When I can, I go to the parks. I do a lot of live streaming. Been doing a lot of it lately now that I'm home. And I've got picture quizzes and trivia and just trying to keep it entertaining and fun. And thank you again for having me on your show. Always a pleasure.
You're welcome.
All right. And both these channels are trying to get to their hours. So please, you guys, check their channels out if you haven't already subscribed, and put their videos on play so they can get their hours, so they can be monetized. That's the goal. Oh, there's someone at the door.
We have one more person.
We have the Slap Master. Yeah, Mr. Slap Master. And it is Ben.
With a motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm not a motorcycle person.
Welcome, Ben. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, thanks.
Ben is part of Pepper Tree Villa. And Ben, let's talk about
just
what
for good measure, Ben. There's your flap.
I'm Ben. I'm one of 3 that run Pepper Tree Villa. Along with Arnie and Doug, we live stream every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific with PTV Live, which is short for Pepper Tree Villa. Arnie does a daily daily dose of Disney every day at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. At least he tries to keep that, sometimes a little early, sometimes a little later. And then every Thursday morning, I post my episode of Life with Ben. That's on Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. And I'm hoping to have my episode up and ready to go. The video's done. I still got to do some of the fine tuning of the graphics and the music, but I think my next episode's ready to go. It'll be episode number 49. I can't believe I've done 49 of them.
That's amazing. That's awesome. And now we have Cowboy Jim.
Indiana Jim.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Welcome,
Thank you.
guys. Thank you for joining us. We also had Dave and Brandy's Excursions that have joined us. Fisher Fun Ventures, I think you might have already said.
Yep.
And MGM Family.
Welcome
Travel.
again.
Yep. Welcome, guys. We're going to. Are you guys all kind of set with something that you can do with your channels? You guys are good. I got Ben covered. Jim, are you good to go? And Dizney Nerd Herders, I think you are good.
With our, I can find something.
All right.
I'll get it.
You might put everybody on the spot.
We'll kick it off. So what we thought we would do is just kind of highlight a little bit of what our channels and what you can expect from it. And now, as I'm saying that, and I'm not ready, as you know, I'm Derick, and this is Greggory. But if you forgot our names, it's okay, because I'm Little Explorer.
I'm Big Explorer.
And we are Explorers as our channel.
Whoops, wrong one.
Not that we're all into ourselves. But all right, so we are going to get ready to get started. Bear with me as I'm trying to get this set up a little bit more.
We don't have that on our sound thing.
Here we go. Okay, sorry guys. Let me get this set up.
Welcome, Mara Memphis.
Here we go. All right, guys. We are going to show a little bit about who we are at D&G. Here we go. All right, guys. We are. All right.
And we're back.
We are back. And that is why we say we are just getting started. That statue at Walt Disney, or at Disney California Adventure that says we are just getting started. So that's why we say that at the end of our shows. You are looking for something, Greg.
Yes.
Whitney Castillo is here. Welcome.
Is it?
Oh, okay. Thank you. So go ahead. All right. So who wants to go next? Charlie, do you guys want to go next?
We can try.
Okay.
I've never shared a screen when I've been a guest before, so
you should be able to do it. So
do I need to turn the volume on the video that we're about to show?
Yeah.
It'll give you. I think it'll give you that option. There'll be a checkbox there.
Okay. So, so I hit share screen, right? Share screen. Application number, right? Chrome tab. Copy page intro. Share audio. Bear with me. Sorry. Oh,
You're good. Don't feel rushed.
so we got to hit.
But hurry.
There we go. Let's try this.
Can you hear it?
Is it full screen?
You are.
Derek.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
Derek. Can you make it full screen?
Yeah, go full screen, Charlie.
How do I do that?
Can
Right
we
there.
make it full screen?
Bottom right. Bottom right.
Right here, right here.
Bottom right. Almost there. There it is. Nope, you missed
There
it.
it is.
Oh my! Are you
There
messing
you
with
go.
me?
There.
I got murdered by my daughter.
Jesse, he was your father.
That's what happens in the Star Wars world.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Is that too low for you guys? Is there something we have to turn up?
Yeah, a little bit higher.
Oh, yeah.
Brought to you by 7-Up.
That's cool.
You have saved our lives. We are eternally grateful.
Yeah, that's skip. Oh well. Maybe don't look happy. There we are. Is that about it?
Oh, I think there's one more.
Oh, this is it.
Yep.
Jump in. And then... Still need some editing, but
That's a cool picture.
That was really good. I remember doing that type of thing at Walt Disney World before too. That I don't know if they still do that anymore.
Well, they don't because they're closed.
I mean,
Great job.
but yes, great job.
I did it very quickly today.
Very
Nicely done.
That's great.
You did good. So we noticed Chris Evans was in there.
Yes.
While I'm getting Jim set up. Explain a little bit about that.
So Chris Evans was filming. What is it? Defending Jacob is the new TV series he's in.
Mhm.
Came to our town and they did some videoing in our town. So yeah, so we got to meet him.
Waiting around like 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah,
right?
she was there early with my mom, and then they waited around, and then she came back to eat.
Sophie. we're
Sophie,
talking
yeah,
about.
and then we went,
So,
and then you left, and then we went back, and then we met him while he was home,
'cause-
like 2
yeah,
minutes after he
'cause-
got home.
Well, I was filming for like 6 hours and my back was killing me. So I brought
Mm.
home for a break.
Yeah,
10 minutes later, she's like, we got him.
I sent him a picture. I sent him the picture.
So
I remember that. I remember you guys went live and waiting around, and
Yeah.
that was fun.
We have a lot of views on that video.
Yeah, I just
I'll
passed
bet.
13,000 or so.
13,000 views on that video.
It's a lot
Pretty
for
cool.
us. You know, for other
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably nothing. But
Oh, you guys did very good.
Yeah, that was really good. Jim, I cannot.
I get it. I can do it from here. I can share mine.
Okay, perfect. Let me
All
get
right.
you set up.
Oh my
Audio.
Greg's out of control.
I'm not. It has to
Wait,
stop.
what did I do?
Technical difficulties, people.
oh,
All right, ready?
You got it.
Okay. go ahead.
This is my 2018 year.
Oh, wow.
Can you hear it?
I don't hear anything.
Oh, it's muted. Sorry. Mmm.
Oh,
That's the Viking guard.
Wow, I eat a lot.
That looks good.
There I go again.
that's cool.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Season's greetings.
Good job. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Very good.
yes, I'm just going through chat
We
to
got
see.
Papa Mozo just came in.
Papa
Wendy
Mozo.
Castillo, RobFuz, Rachel, John and Casey on Vacamo, Josh Odom, Cheryl Michaels, Sid Cruiser. If I miss anybody, I apologize, but welcome everybody to the show. Griswold Family Vacay. I think that's all the newest people that came in. So welcome everybody.
I'm like, okay, I think I finally got caught up. We said hello to Karen Carter. Did you say that?
I didn't see that. Welcome, Karen
Welcome.
Carter.
Thank you so much.
And we have Ben. We have Ben's video.
So our fifth member of the Foolish Mortal is, if anyone has not had a chance to watch Pepper Villa's shows and videos, and they have one segment in there, which is fun, and it's very addicting to
Hi, Rachel. Sorry.
watch. Let me make sure I have the right screen.
Rachel Liz Disney is here too.
Here we go. All right. So one of the great things they do is a segment called Life with Ben, which he premieres every
Thursday morning.
Yes. And I think we're about ready to go.
Well, welcome again, Whitney Castillo. We're just going to keep on getting welcomes.
Well, we have to say hi to her at least 4 times, because
she
that's
said
what we normally
50 times. So,
well, we can do that. We can do this. Yes.
For Friendsgiving.
Oh, sorry.
We've got some special guests with us.
You're watching PTV.
You're failing at technical difficulties. Wow.
Hey guys.
Oh
hey,
no.
How you doing? D&G Explorers are visiting us today here at Pepper.
Go full screen, Derek.
I didn't know he did this.
We're looking for a pickle.
Every year we put a glass pickle in several of our trees.
Oh, it's glass.
It's a German tradition.
You just gave us a hint. It's glass. You just gave it away, Derek.
Oh, I think it's a crystal pickle.
Look for glass pickle.
Derek has actually been on a mission here for about the last 5 to 10 minutes trying to find it. This is our Disney tree that they're finding.
Way up there, so you can't even see it. It's probably layered to make it even harder.
What's amazing is they have like at least 15 ornaments they said I can have. So
Yeah, right.
Derek's putting words in our mouths right now. This
Very
large
generous.
Disney tree collection has been years in the making.
That's an awesome tree.
Up at the top is
Yes,
Plush
a glass
Mickey.
pickle.
That was from 2001 at Disneyland.
You know the jug that he blows into as an instrument?
Yeah, that's actually a
Oh my gosh, look, they got this from the Haunted Mansion. That's cool. Yeah.
you break it, you
it's
pay
like
for it.
Rockefeller Center.
I don't break anything. Be quiet, enjoy the show. I'm just saying, I found it, and it looks like
There it is, right there. I saw it. It's easy, guys. Come on. What was the problem?
watch when they take this all down, they went and go find a pickle. We never found it.
Neither did I.
We spent like 2 hours and we never found it. There where even I can't even see.
No, it's not. I tell you, it's somewhere in the center of the tree, probably about eye level for Derick.
Oh, gee, thanks. That means I gotta bend down and look for it.
Yep.
That was a burn.
Maybe I can stare for shorts. What's a
That's
bird?
why he's called Little Explorer.
I like how Derick picked one of Ben's videos, and it's only Derick that I see.
I'm in there too.
Yeah, you probably will. It's enough to actually stand here in front of the tree and stare at ornaments, but it's another to look for one. Which one?
Mr. Toad. I thought you found the pickle.
No, it's Mr. Toad in the mole. Mole.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not Mr. Toad.
That's cool.
Actually, it is.
Where's Mr. Toad?
He's in the driver's
driving.
seat.
Oh, I thought it was another character.
Yep.
It's all about you, Derick. All about you.
This is such a fun tree.
All right. Well, we're gonna let these guys continue to look for the pickle.
We're gonna find it.
Someday.
But in the meantime-
it.
Oh, great. Now
Welcome.
you're going to make him look for the pickle on every single one. Welcome, Mouse Talk. We are not looking for a pickle on every single tree.
Anyway, everyone, thanks for joining us.
It's a glass pickle, so that's a it's glass, which means it's see-through, which makes it even harder to find.
That
Actually,
tree is bursting at the seams.
yeah, it is.
That's awesome.
It's a green glass pickle.
Green
Well, I think a
glass
is green
pickle.
see-through. I don't think they can fit any more ornaments on there. Oh, wait, I see
Thanks
a
for joining
branch.
us, everyone.
You fit one on there.
Yeah, we're still taping. It's just another episode of Christmas at PTV.
That tree weighs 4,000 pounds.
Using
Pretty much.
josephhardgrid.io.
What are you doing? We love it. That's awesome. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, no, thank you for visiting us and taking part in one of the episodes of my show.
So,
Welcome, Melissa Gover and Mouse Talk.
so for people who don't know, there's how many trees at the villa?
I lost count.
Last Christmas of 2019, we did 27 varying sizes. One was on top of the kitchen counter, about this tall. It probably had about 20 ornaments on it, and it had lights. But at least 10 of the trees are 6 feet or taller, and there are, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. At least 4 or 5 very full-size trees in the villa. It's a lot of work. We start prepping last year we started prepping in September because we had a very packed fall with a lot of different weekend commitments. But it took us over the course of about 2 to 2.5 months to get everything in place. Just working on weekends.
It's an amazing setup, and you have so many that have the pickles inside of them. We were successful in all the trees except for that one that you filmed.
Was there a pickle in the one in the bathroom? I don't think so.
There was a pickle in the bathroom.
There was not.
No, I don't think there was.
I found a pickle in the bathroom.
Well,
I ate the pickle that I stole it from the
Uh-oh.
stop.
I think that was an air freshener.
Moving on. There was no pickle in the bathroom tree.
Yeah, we'll just stop right there.
So guess what time it is right now? It is the Spotlight Channel time.
Spotlight channel.
So everybody that's a creator, please put creator in the chat and check each other's channels out and support everybody like we love to do.
Yes, and we just as an announcement, Blaine is starting he's going to do his first live show this weekend, this Saturday, I believe. It's a little bit before we do our Five Foolish Mortals.
Yes.
Blaine, if you can put that in the chat of what time your show is, and then if someone could do me
We're
a
very
favor
happy for him. He's starting to do lives.
a link in there. Yeah, he's so supportive of so many of us out there. So thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing your first live show. So our Spotlight channel of the week is someone.
We would love to be on your show. Just saying, sometime if you'd like to have us.
Our Spotlight channel is someone who really does a lot for the Disney community. He has a website which is set up for people to put family-friendly channels on there. He's currently at 631 subscribers. And hold on, you can't do it yet because I got to show the screen. And we are talking about Dean from the Live Place. Make sure we have it in there.
Hooray for Dean.
Yeah. He has other channel called the DreamersEmpire, but he's been doing this a lot. He's part of. He has another show called The Fifth Gate, which we were part of. Jim from More Sunshine Please is also part of that with RobFuz, and then they alternate different guests that can.
Sorry, when you say that, I have to press the button.
So he's at 631, and we really need to get him up to 1,000 subscribers so he can be monetized. He's a great guy, and he does a lot for our community. So thank you, Dean, for all that you do. And he is our Spotlight channel of the week.
Congratulations.
Yes, I don't know if we showed him. Did we say hi to Josh Odom?
We did.
Our buddy from Florida?
We did. I did anyway. You didn't say. You forgot all about him.
Well,
See how rude he is?
I think we need to welcome Whitney Castillo one more time. So welcome, Whitney Castillo.
Wow. So we have another segment.
Yes. So we're going to kind of go into the Five Foolish Mortal theme.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm not wearing my spotlight. I'm not wearing my hat anymore.
So Five Foolish Mortals, we are going to have our show on Saturday. We're going to be on Jim's show. So Jim, why don't you tell everybody what we're going to do on the show on your channel?
I have no idea. No, we are watching the movie Onward, and we'll talk about that. A relatively new release, which was added to Disney Plus not too long ago. So if you have access to Disney Plus, check that out. Watch it so you can join in on the discussion through chat. We're also coming up with trivia questions for each other, and we're going to try to stump each other or just challenge each other's knowledge, Disney knowledge. So, and I love trivia. I know Ben does too. And I'm looking forward to it. It's this Saturday on my channel, More Sunshine Please.
Just to be clear, we're not watching the show on Jim's channel.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Beforehand, and
Let
then
me
we're
be clear.
going to review it.
That's right. I am not providing Disney Plus for everybody.
Major copyright issues there.
Thank you, Nautical Nurse Nancy, for joining us, and Rachel Loves Disney Mini Explorer.
So really quick, there is a little bit of big news for Disney. They are slowly going to be opening up Shanghai Disney this Saturday as well. So that's going to be interesting. And we'll see how that goes. I don't know what you guys think about that, but apparently they are going to be taking a lot of precautions, and they're only going to be operating at 30% capacity, which is like 30-something thousand versus 80-something thousand. So we'll see how that goes. What do you think about that?
I don't know. It's interesting that they're starting out there. Maybe Disney just figured it was the best move to do it out there, and just to see how things happen since everything started out there.
I think they're the most
got to open
ready
sometime. So
yeah,
let's get it going.
They're the most ready, and I think we're going to go off of their example. Do you guys have any mixed feelings about this?
Well, the one thing to remember is that the Shanghai Disneyland Resort isn't run by the Disney company. they license Disney icons and all that to run a Disneyland in their country. It's actually run by the Chinese government. So it is run a little bit differently. So there's a lot of pros and cons to how they're going to do it. But I would say that it's probably the Chinese government that's pushing for this as opposed to Disney. Disney wants to probably be as careful as possible doing a rollout. But if the government does want to get it up and running and say, yeah, China is back up and running, which we all know that China most likely underreported all their COVID case numbers. So doing this is kind of like a real big foot forward for the Chinese government, but time will tell how it goes.
Yeah. Yep.
And you wonder if things start spiking, if we'll get true numbers from them if that happens too. So
yeah,
it's
right.
I know it's giving people a sign of hope, like, oh, this magical place is going to be reopening. Hopefully that's the case. So we're going to be
real quick. Thank you, Rachel, for posting Blaine's channel so people can go check out.
Nautical Nurse Nancy came in, so welcome.
And real quick on the cruising news, we are booked on the NCL Escape next year, and we heard news yesterday that NCL might be in financial trouble.
But
today that all changed. They had enough funding for them to run without being operating for a year, a full year.
Like $3 billion, I believe. It was like $3 billion.
So it looks like it's a positive news with everything that's been down for the cruising community, all the negativity that they've been receiving. Some ray of hope, and hopefully we'll be able to get the cruising back going on track again. So at least one of the big cruising companies is still able to operate for a little bit. So that's good.
Yeah, and this new CEO of Disney did say that Disney Cruise will be the very last part or phase of opening
the Disney
that
Entertainment.
Part of Disney Entertainment will be the cruise line.
It's interesting. All right, so Greg,
we're gonna do our top 5 Pixar movies. So hopefully everybody picked 5. Excluding Onward, of course, because we haven't seen that yet. Some of us, anyway.
Did you say hi to Mar in Memphis?
I believe so. Okay. Yeah,
you did.
But welcome everybody again to our show. We really appreciate you,
Whitney Castillo.
She is included with everybody. Yes. So let's have foolish Disney nerd mortals go first with their number 5 Pixar movie.
So starting from the number 5 down to number 1, which is our favorite.
Yes, so least favorite to best out of what you had to choose from.
You can go first. Yeah, we had separate lists, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So my number 5 is Toy Story.
Toy Story is number 5. Huh?
Yeah.
The original Toy Story?
The original one, yeah.
Okay.
My number 5 was Finding Nemo.
Yes.
I liked Finding Nemo.
I had tied 5s. I had Nemo and Toy Story as my
Really?
5. So that worked out.
Yes, it's another Finding Nemo, another movie, a Pixar movie where the mother gets murdered and within 5 minutes.
It's so true.
You know,
yeah, I do see
First 5
that.
seconds of it.
Did you guys pick Pixar movies because it's Mother's Day? Because that wasn't really.
No, I didn't put those together, but now that you said that, I feel really horrible now.
We'll have to point it out someday.
Yeah, those are number 5s.
Yep.
Not bad. Yeah.
Ben, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is The Incredibles.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's
incredible.
A solid film, but I've always been drawn to it. It's got a couple of good twists to it. It's just a really, really fun, entertaining film. And my sister has still not seen the whole movie.
Oh my gosh.
I have to sit her down and
give her a drink. She'll stay with you if you have a drink.
She's too busy eating chocolate hummus.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I love chocolate hummus.
I don't know if I'd want to eat that. Anyway,
definitely.
Jim, you're number 5.
Number 5 on my list is Cars, and never would have picked Cars to be this high on my list before my trip to Anaheim. And then I got to see Cars Land and gained a whole new appreciation for everything Cars. And I have such fond memories of that now. And I've seen Cars since. And I enjoy it more now that I've had that experience.
It's funny how a ride experience can change your perspective on a movie experience.
And it did. It absolutely did.
Yeah, it immerses you a lot more.
So one thing we were kind of surprised. I made, when I was looking at it, I was surprised on how many movies Pixar had. Greg did too, because we thought there were more. So I'm going to go real quick.
Yeah.
There's 22. So one is, I'll do them in order that they were released. Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, WALL-E, Up, Toy Story 3, Cars 2, Brave, and I always thought that was a Disney movie, Monsters University, Inside Out, The Good Dinosaur, Finding Dory, Cars 3, Coco, Incredibles 2, Toy Story 4, and the just released Onward. So 22 movies so far to date that have been released in the theaters, which is smaller list than I had thought. I thought they had like 40 films. So.
I'm glad I looked up the list because I was looking at our videos and I was like, well, I remember that. That's a good one. And then you said you should look at the list. And I looked at it. I'm like, these aren't even on this list. So I would have like been like, okay, naming off movies. Yeah, it's a good Pixar movie. It's not Pixar. So what's your number 5?
All right. So my number 5, it's a lot of cinema.
Did you look at my list?
I did my list before you did. All right. My number 5 is Bug's Life. I love the animation, and with it being the second Disney movie, I like the story, but that's always been one of my favorite movies. And the fact that we had a Bug's Land at Disney California Adventure before they closed it,
the only Bug's Land.
Yeah, well, it's not
it's
even
exterminated
there
now.
It's exterminated.
It's Yesterland.
I enjoyed Bug's Life, and I still enjoy watching that. So number 5.
My number 5 is also A Bug's Life. Go figure. We're in 2 separate rooms, honestly. I always loved the music in that movie. It really brought the movie to life. If it didn't have that music, it would be a totally different movie. I like the circus bugs and how they were tricked, and then they found it within themselves that they really are warrior bugs. So it was about growing and coming together and finding family in other people. I guess the other bugs would be different nationalities. They're not all ants. So you find family where, family finds you. So that's what that movie's about, I think. So my number 5.
Very good.
What is, we're going to mix it up here. Jim, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is A Bug's Life.
Okay.
Years ago, when we had a portable DVD player in our automobiles, this was one of the most played DVDs for my kids. So we had it in the automobile, and we also would play it at home. And I just grew fond of it, watched it a lot then. I haven't seen it in years now, but I still have a fondness for it. So yeah, it's number 4 on my list.
Awesome. Ben?
My number 4 is Inside Out. I really appreciate the setting in the Bay Area because that's where I am. But the story with the 5 different traits of a personality inside a person's head, not just the little girl, but in all people, really, I thought they just nailed it. And when I was told about this idea of a film being tossed around about 4 years before the movie was released, because one of the producers is a friend of ours, of our family. And we happened to run into him at a party that we had gone to, and he was talking about, well, if we can pull this off, it's going to be a really cool film. It's about a little girl with 5 different types of personality traits that you follow in her head. I'm going, that's pretty interesting. If anyone can pull it off, it'll be Pixar. But it's a good film, good solid film.
It's the first time I saw that movie. We only watched we saw it twice. The first time we didn't make it through it, and we didn't watch it until we did a preview of it or a review of it on your channel.
We waited like 5 years later and watched the rest, watched the whole thing.
And I had a different understanding of it. It's a very cerebral movie. It makes you think.
Yeah.
And it's a very well done movie. So it is a very good movie. I agree. Good job. Good choice.
Stacy and Charlie, foolish Disney nerd mortals.
My number 4 is Monsters University. I just thought it was a fun movie, and the different beta kappas and all that and stuff.
That was funny, yeah.
Yeah.
My number 4 was Monsters Inc. The first one. I think it was really well done. I like Steve Buscemi, even when he's just doing voiceovers. That was the voice of Randall.
Oh yeah.
And obviously, Mike Wazowski and Sully. It's a good movie. I thought I liked it. It was some twists and turns and some interesting parts, and snowmen that have been exiled snowmen.
The abominable, right?
Who makes its own yellow snowballs? On a snow cone.
Yeah.
So I found that. I like that one a lot. And then one of the favorite characters in Pixar is like Roz.
Oh yeah.
He's a funny character.
Yeah.
And we always tease our kids and stuff. So
I had a hard time because of how there's like Monsters Inc., Monsters University. I kind of feel like they're all like. I said Monster University, but it's the whole Monsters Inc. Just like Incredibles, all the different Incredibles, the Toy Stories, all the different Toy Stories. It's hard to pick one out of all of them,
Yeah.
Welcome to Travel and Tour. Thanks, guys, for joining us. When I chose my list, I guess it's my turn, right? When I chose my list, I didn't do I chose one. I didn't chose like multiple of the same movies, like Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2. Because there are so many, and you're right. I kind of look at them as the universe. My number 4 is Toy Story, the original. It was so new and fresh when Pixar first came out with it, a unique story, and it was, and they just kept improving. The animation improved on it, but I was overwhelmed how they could actually make feelings, well, as they would do with drawing, but the emotion that they put in and the quality of the story. That was Pixar's first movie, and it was a great first movie from them. Just so people know, we are talking, it's a pre-show for our 5 Foolish Mortals, which we are all a part of the 5 Foolish Mortals. It's going to be on Saturday, and so all of us here are talking about our top 5 Pixar movies. So that was my number 4. And Greg?
I always like the idea of toys having a life and coming to life when people weren't around.
We're gonna have to pick it up a little bit because we got like 10 minutes to the top of the hour.
No, we won't. It's fine.
We'll be losing people to the ship show at 9 o'clock, and then we have This and That starts at 9 too. So just saying.
Okay. Can I go now?
Yes.
Let them go. Let them go. We're here, man. 3 hours show. Let's go.
Yeah. So my number 4 is also Monsters Inc. Like Charlie. I really love that movie. Again, I like the music. Pixar has really good music for their movies, and Monsters Inc. is jazzier, and Bugs Life is not jazzy, but it's like lively, parade-ish sounding happy music. So I like it. But Monsters Inc. is really cool. And I really hope that they make a true sequel to it where Boo is older. Maybe she has kids and they visit her kids. That would be really cool. So that's my number 4.
Disney loves to do their remakes. All right. So
it's not a remake. It's a sequel.
I mean, like a sequel. Okay. So number 3, guys. Who's next, Greg? Is it Ben?
We will go with Ben.
Okay. My number 3 film is Up.
That's a good one.
I've never seen a film that with the first 10 minutes tells you everything there is to know about someone in their entire life, and you wind up crying because they've done such a good job of drawing you in. I hate them for that.
It leaves you blubbering.
Yeah. No, just a really great story.
It's a very good one. And plus they have the famous squirrel.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it once.
And I love that they folded Fenton's into it as well.
What?
Fenton's ice cream is awesome.
What did you say? Fenton's what? Fenton's what?
Ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
If you've ever been to the San Francisco Bay Area and had Fenton's ice cream, you're missing out.
Never heard of that ice cream.
We're missing out.
Well, we'll take you there the next time we're able to go.
Okay. That's a good
Oh, wow.
choice. Charlie and Stacy, number 3.
Number 3 I have is Inside Out.
Yeah, Inside Out, way up there. Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Inside Out. You want to say why? Or
Well, we've already talked about Inside Out. I agree with what
Okay,
everyone said.
So why did you pick it?
my number 3. Number 3, right?
Look at your own list.
I want to make sure what you're on.
That's cheating.
My number 3 was Toy Story, the original. Again, after watching that movie, Avery was like a toddler. He was like 2 or 3 years old, and it, I think, if I remember right, the first time we saw that, I'm not sure. Anyways, I looked at Avery's toys differently after watching that movie.
Oh my god, I can't throw
started
away any
making- We
toys.
started making sure that we weren't throwing them away. We were making sure that they were upright. None of them were swept on the side of the bed. None of them was under the bed. It was like it did a mental job on me. I was like,
Yeah. Yes. If I accidentally drop one, I'm apologizing. The store
You never know what they might do when people aren't around.
Exactly.
I still have a hard time till this day.
Well, those are, that's one of my favorite, obviously, one of my favorite.
Yeah.
movies.
Awesome.
Love that movie, yes.
Jim, what's your number 3?
Coco. What Ben said about the first 10 minutes of Up, I'm saying about the last 10 minutes of Coco. It really tugs at your heartstrings.
I would say
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
the last 30 minutes. I was an inconsolable mess at the theater.
Well, now we know what to look forward to because we've never seen it.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's great.
It's really good.
I mean, there are 2 better apparently, but it's great. I wouldn't be sad if they added more Coco to the Mexico Pavilion at Epcot.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah, we got to see that. But now knowing that everybody's blubbering with these movies, I need to be in that mood to want to do that, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you say your number 3 already?
Not yet.
Okay.
So my number 3 is I love the animation on this is Finding Nemo. I just loved to with the animation. It made you feel like you were underwater.
It was my number 3 also.
It did have one of the terrifying scenes of all because it had
The shark.
the great white shark in it.
In the theater, that was awesome because all you see is like bam in your face and he says hello. And all these huge teeth are right there. It was awesome.
But I love the animation of it. It's a great story. So
And again, I love the music.
I
The
love
music,
that
Finding
one.
Nemo.
That's all.
It's like sad sounding, but it's peaceful sounding. I don't know how to explain it, but I love Finding Nemo music.
Griswold said, I would say the last 2 hours of Coco were sad.
The last 2 hours, that's not like the whole movie if it's 2 hours long.
It really does tug at your emotions.
So number 2, Jim, what's your number 2?
Number 2 is Incredibles 2. I think Brad Bird is brilliant. He wrote this and directed it. I enjoy The Incredibles immensely. They were introduced way before the Marvel Cinematic Universe came into existence. I think this was a really worthy sequel, and it's number 2 on my list.
it was well worth the wait, all those 14 some odd years.
Real quick, because I know people will be leaving us here in a minute. Don't forget this Saturday, 5 Foolish Mortals at 5 p.m. Eastern Time is going to be on More Sunshine Please's channel. So please check us out.
2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
2 p.m. Pacific, yep. So thank you, everyone who's joined us so far and watched us. We really appreciate all your support. And let's continue on. So who's next?
Ben, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Ratatouille.
That's a good one.
Yeah, really, really good film.
Anyone can cook.
It's fun watching Remy interplay with his own thoughts in the form of a deceased chef who he didn't even know was deceased until it actually came about in a news show that he was watching or a documentary or whatever it was. But yeah, good film, really entertaining. And again, a couple of good twists in the movie.
Very good.
Charlie and Stacy.
My number 2 is Up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's so sad in the beginning, but you can see how the relationships with was it Doug?
Yeah.
You know, and I can't think of his name. The older guy. I don't know. I find that very
Fredrickson.
moving and emotional.
Yeah.
The Up.
Yeah. My number 2. I'll probably get hate mail for this one, but my number 2 was Toy Story Part 2. I actually like that one better than the first one because I didn't like Sid Phillips in the first one.
Yeah.
And once it became an escape from Sid's room type of thing, it kind of like. But I liked number 2 when it was a rescue mission and it was more fun, and I love it when Buzz gets a Spanish accent.
Oh yeah.
Ole.
Dancing around and stuff. That was funny. And the introduction of Bullseye and Jeffy and Stinky Pete. Those are really, really great characters.
Woody's Roundup.
Yeah,
Woody's Roundup. Yeah, it was an awesome movie. I really liked that one. And Alice Toy Barn. And then they have that little old guy who does the cleaning of Woody and he fixes him and stuff. I love that.
In costume.
Great scene, you especially when he's washing his eyeball, it becomes nice and shiny again. And so
it's amazing how they can do that.
It was a cool part of that movie. So that's my number 2, Toy Story Part 2.
Awesome.
I like that one. I saw that in the theater.
Thank you, big Disney fan. My number 2 is, and I think Ben, you had said that, or maybe it was someone made a comment about Jim's comment about Cars, and when you go on the attraction, and then you see the movie and you have a different feeling for it. For me, it wasn't Cars, but it was Ratatouille, because I enjoyed it, but then we went to Disneyland Paris and we went on the ride, and then we also ate at La Bistro Chez Remy, and it just heightened that experience that we were there. In fact, I even got like a porcelain, like a little ceramic Remy on a platter with cheese and wine. And so that it made a lot more of a connection with me because it brought about a great time when we were able to go to Paris for the 25th anniversary.
Didn't you get the chef hat with Remy on it too?
I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did.
Maybe it was just
if it is, I have no idea where it is. But so now when I watch Ratatouille, I really enjoy it, and I think it's just a fun movie too. So that is my number 2.
It's more of an adult, sophisticated Pixar movie, I think.
Bob and Ashley's here. Welcome.
Yeah, I said welcome.
Sorry.
But welcome again to them from you.
And hi, Whitney.
She's gonna say it's like been 100 times that you've said hi. My number 2 is Incredibles, the original Incredibles. I did like the sequel, but the original started it all. And
which one? I'm sorry.
My number 2.
No, which what?
Incredibles.
Oh, okay.
I think the artwork was a little different than the second one. The second one looked more polished. The first one looked more rough to me as far as the drawing and artwork, I think, which is maybe why I like it a little bit more than the second one. I mean, the second one was just a continuation, and you got to see Jack his powers more and stuff. But there was nothing like seeing the original for the first time in the theater. So, and again, that music that they use in that one is iconic. It's like orchestral sounding. It's very awesome.
Good choice. All right, so we're working our way down to number 1 of our top 5.
We are on number 1. Yep.
Pixar movies, and this is what we feel is our favorite Pixar movie. So, Greg, who's going to be running?
Charlie and Stacy, what's your number 1?
We think we had the same number 1, right?
So yeah, Ratatouille.
Ratatouille is our number 1.
Yes.
Awesome.
We love this movie. Whenever it's on TV, we put it on. Whenever it's not on TV, we usually end up putting that on.
Yeah.
So like 24/7.
Definitely like a weekend video that we'll put on just for the background noise and just hearing the music and the way they talk, the talking and everything.
It's clever. We like how clever it is. We love the interactions between the characters. We love Chef Skinner is so funny, and some of the way that they draw him and his facial expressions and stuff is just so funny.
Yeah.
And then with the way that Remy describes food and whatnot, and stuff, it's one of our favorite. It's obviously our favorite Pixar movies.
Yes, it definitely is.
It's fun. Fun.
Even like we have like all Disney DVDs other than the Avengers. We go to Ratatouille
a lot.
Like, so it's even more than just the Pixar.
We go to Ratatouille a lot. A lot.
Have you ever made
Tina.
Ratatouille?
Welcome, Tina.
I did once.
You did make Ratatouille once.
I did once because of the movie.
Did it come out good?
I made it.
You did it like the original Ego has in his house, where it's chopped up. It wasn't slices. That's that one. So
did it come out pretty good, or
came out good? Yeah.
Okay.
If I were to make it, I would do the slices.
Yeah,
with the pastry on top.
Every time you watch it.
Pepper Tree Villa says Ratatouille is their favorite movie. It premiered 6/29/2007.
I think Peter O'Toole was the best actor they could have picked for the food critic. I forgot his name, but
Anton Ego.
Yeah, and he looked they drew him just like Peter. Like you could see Peter O'Toole in his facial expressions. So,
but the overhead shot of his office being in the shape of a coffin was just amazing.
I didn't realize that, but now I'll have to look at that.
It's very clever how they did it.
The typewriter looks like a skull or a face or whatever. With
yeah.
Thing that's
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Really well constructed film.
Yeah.
Very.
Jim, what's your number 1? Jim.
Yeah, I'm wearing the shirt, Greg.
Oh, sorry.
Before I talk about that, I ordered the Ratatouille at the Lamplight Lounge, and it was the tastiest meal of my trip. It was delicious.
Did it make you drop your pen out of your hand and bounce on the ground?
A couple of times. You might be asking yourself, why was I eating with a pen in my hand? I'm not a critic.
You're pretending to be a critic.
He was signing autographs.
Yes, that's right. I like The Incredibles. I watch this movie every year because I show it to my class. But I love the music in it. I love that retro sound. The story, I thought it was, again, it's Brad Bird wrote it and directed it. To see superheroes have to lay low and then reemerge as superheroes again, that hiatus that they went through was a nice story point. I love the villain and his island. I love that. How the fact that he was like a Bond villain was really cool to me. I thought all the characters were fantastic. Again, it's I watch it multiple times every year. Like these guys watch Ratatouille. I watch The Incredibles.
Awesome.
And Pepper Trevilla said next time they go to Disneyland, you'll have to eat Ratatouille at the Cafe Orleans together.
Sounds great.
I love Edna Mode in that movie, right? She's awesome.
Oh,
yeah, like we had it at the Lamplight, so it might be different taste.
Awesome.
Edna Mode is voiced by
Brad Bird.
Brad Bird, that's right.
And you would never know it was a guy, really, because it doesn't sound like him at all.
Oh, that's how versatile he is.
Yeah. Ben, what's your number one?
Monsters Inc. It's one of those movies that just it plays with your emotions too. And when the kid is actually put back in her bed and she's looking for Kitty, and you don't see her, or you don't see him in the closet anymore, and you feel so bad for her. And then right at the end, when they get the door put back together again and Sully opens it up and she says, Kitty, it's like, oh my gosh. And they didn't even have to show her on the screen. You hear her voice and it just like Niagara Falls out of your eyes.
That one little piece of door he pushes in and it lights the whole thing up.
Yep.
Whitney said, my coworker looks like Edna. I call her Edna. Same haircut, same glasses.
Yeah, there were like two people that I worked with. One of them not directly, but they both reminded me of Edna Mode. It was hilarious. What's your number one?
My number one
Good choice,
is
Ben.
Sometimes when I go to a Disney movie, I see it just because it's a Disney movie, but I really don't have like a huge anticipation to go. I'm not like, I gotta go see it. When I saw this movie, it floored me and I was drawn into it, and it's The Incredibles too. Also The Incredibles. So
not the two, not the second one.
Although I felt the second one was just as good as the first one. I enjoyed both of them. I don't know which one I like better. I loved how they just went instantly into the next one, if I remember right, didn't it? Or was it 17 years?
No,
it was immediately after the events of the first one.
With the Underminer.
So I love the superhero approach to it. I love like when they were on the monorail, that scene when they were on the island and they were going through it. Some of that stuff they had in there was just, to me, really cool and unexpected for a Disney movie. And then just when you thought the movie ended, it would continue. And then they did it again, like one more time. I'm thinking, when is this movie going to end? But I was enjoying it. So I was probably most impressed and came away surprised with The Incredibles. I didn't expect it to be so enjoyable for me.
I think I saw it twice in the theater. I just liked at the end with Jack where they show like 5 or 6 different superpowers that this baby has. Then he had even more in the sequel. So I don't remember the sequel a lot. So I've got to see that again.
No capes.
No capes.
No capes. My number one. Huh?
I love Edna Mode.
Yeah. My number one is Toy Story 3. And I'll tell you why, because it's basically a culmination of 1, 2, and 3. You get to know the characters. You fall in love with the characters. Derick and I went and saw the movie. We saw the double feature of 1 and 2. And then when the third one came out shortly after that, we saw that. And you are so engrossed in it. At the end of the movie, you don't predict what's going to happen. They're all holding hands going down this hot furnace, and all you hear are sniffles and people crying and everything. I mean, grown men were crying because it brought back their childhood and everything. So
what, they used to burn it?
No, I read an article where it said it was just like it made grown men go back to their childhood with their toys, and it just gets emotional. You put your time into these movies, and for it to potentially end the way it did, was horrifying. And you're just in that moment. It was very emotional.
It was very emotional.
I think they could have stopped at 3. 4 was fun, but it wasn't necessary. But Toy Story 3 would be my number one, and I think we've only seen it once. So, but it had a lot of feels to it. It just brought the whole story to an end with Andy and everybody.
Very good. All right. So some good movies in there. We've had 2 Ratatouilles, 2 Incredibles.
Yeah.
We had
a lot of the same.
Toy Story 3. And I'm sorry, Ben, what was yours again?
My number one was Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. That's right. So good variation across all the different choices. And this is just a pre-show again of what we are going to be doing. We're going to be a little bit more organized because this was kind of a last-minute thing. But Saturday, I am looking forward to it.
Last minute. Wasn't Wall? Did you say Wall-E was a Pixar movie? Or
It
no?
is. I like
I'm
Wall-E.
surprised nobody said Wall-E. I liked it, but
It's hard trying to
different.
choose top 5.
Yeah,
because there's
Greg wonders why nobody picked it, but you didn't pick it either.
I didn't. I forgot about it. I liked it, but
I liked the message of Wall-E. In fact, we joke around.
It was cute. He was a cute character.
How automation is taking over and making us less active. And we always joke around about that. So it's a good message, and I really enjoyed Wall-E too. But it's hard to pick when you start looking at the kind of movies that are out there. It's hard to choose just top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I chose not like I could have done Incredibles 1, Incredible 2 as my first 2 choices, and I didn't.
I did.
Wall-E didn't have very much dialogue in it either. If you think about it, it was almost like a silent film.
Charlie, did you guys welcome in Whitney yet?
Whitney,
oh, we forgot about you, Whitney. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for joining us, Whitney. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap up the show. Thank you so much for watching us tonight. We had a great time. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yes.
Again, we will be back on Jim's channel on Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern time.
We got to remember to watch the movie on Friday.
Oh, I thought you meant that we got to remember to watch the show. I'm sure we're going to be on it.
No, we have to watch Onward Friday at least, so we can be fresh and have it fresh in our mind.
So thank you guys so much. And do you guys just kind of go around the room? How do you end your show? Dizney Nerd Herders.
Don't forget to do your duty.
And it's a big duty.
Jim.
End broadcast.
Wow, you need to come up with something. Come on, Jim.
That's all I've got right now.
I still like. Can I have some more sunshine, please?
I know he doesn't do it though.
All right, and then Ben.
Life with Ben always ends. Remember, adventure is out there.
There you go. And how we like to end our show is I'm Derick.
I'm Gregory.
But if you forget our name, it's okay because I'm Little Explorer.
I'm the Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said,
we're just getting started.
Have a great
nice
night,
day.
everyone. Thank you so much.
Be safe out there. Stay healthy.
Be safe.